Hi, everyone. This is Coach Nancy Lee, and I am officially kicking off a series called Authentic Musings. It's a sub-segment within my YouTube channel. And the reason for the Authentic Musings series is as a coach who helps high-achieving professionals who struggle to be authentic and feel connected in their relationships, I know that words can be so powerful and wonderful and confusing at the same time. So the Authentic Musings series is a collection of articles that dive into various aspects and interpretation of high achiever, authenticity, and relationships so we can reach a collective shared understanding. Sometimes this is a deeply personal view of the subject. Sometimes it is from conversations I have with other people or even surveys of other people that I conduct. So this is meant to be a collective space for musing. A collective musing, if you will. So I warmly invite you to share your perspectives and experiences also. So let's begin. The first topic I want to talk about is, what is authenticity? I keep on saying that I am a coach who helps people who struggle to be authentic and feel connected. But what the heck does being authentic even mean? Is it a one-size-fits-all pair of pants that falls off the hip of some people, are a bit too tight for others, and just right for other people? Does it leave some people with some sharply tailored outfits and others to feel naked and uncomfortable? What is authenticity? So, having been a good student, my default is to go to the dictionary definition. So the first stop is the Merriam Webster online dictionary. Authenticity. 1, not false or imitation. 2, true to one's own personality, spirit, or character, is sincere and authentic with no pretensions. And 3, which they have 3 parts, 3A is worthy of acceptance or belief as conforming to or based on fact. 3B, conforming to an original so as to reproduce essential features. And 3C, made or done the same way as an original. So initially reading this definition just didn't sit well with me because, first of all, telling me what something isn't, not false or imitation, isn't telling me what it is. And 2, the various definition for 3 was just confusing. I was thinking that an element of being authentic is to be our true self. So why is there conforming or reproducing? Doesn't make sense. In sensing into that confusion, I realized that I might be mixing up being unique with being authentic. One doesn't have to be unique to be authentic. And by the dictionary definition, sometimes being authentic does mean following something else, right? That's interesting. But at this point, I get it. There's so many definitions even within the dictionary. So that means there are multiple ways to define authenticity. So let's do it another way. Another way to define authenticity is to ask people, and lots of them. So several weeks ago, I created a survey that asked 3 questions. What does being authentic in relationships mean to you? What gets in the way of you being authentic in relationship? And what helps you be authentic in relationships? Note, the survey is still open, so you could go there, input your responses, and I would really appreciate it. So based upon the survey response from 49 people, 90% identify as female and over 70% are in the 30 to 50-year-old range. These people define authenticity as, first of all, just being yourself. True, real, honest, transparent, and vulnerable. Next is not lying, masking, pretending, holding back, judging, censoring, or hiding. And it includes safety, trust, communication, care, feelings, listening, and presence. Wow, that is really amazing list, I have to say. So granted, these responses are not statistically significant if you are a statistical nerd or care about the rigor of this study or survey. And it's biased based on who I know and who I can ask to do the survey, and they're skewed to certain demographics clearly. Yet I find them to be eye-opening, these responses, because I'm seeing the range and the overlap of the definitions for being authentic in relationships. So the last way one could define the word authenticity is my perspective. So I offer this. The definition of authenticity, how I define it for now, is the ability to show up with all of ourselves, including those parts that we like, parts we don't like, parts that we think other people like, and parts that we think others don't like, with openness and tenderness. Note that I define authenticity as an ability, because sometimes people say we either have it or we don't. However, I believe that people want and need to hide or mask certain parts of themselves for different reasons. Sometimes it's safety, maybe psychological or emotion, or even physical. Maybe it's a desire for acceptance, to fit in, or to avoid shame, blame, or guilt. So just as inauthenticity, or our ability to mask can be learned, it could also be unlearned, which then means that authenticity, unmasking, or showing up fully as ourselves can also be learned. I'm curious, what is your definition of authenticity? I would love to know. So share your thoughts in the comments below, and I would love to respond to you. One more side note, you might be thinking, wow, like the bar that Coach Nancy set is so high for authenticity. All these different parts, I'm barely handling one. Again, this is my musings and hence my definition. But I also think this definition includes different lenses, both internal and external. And also what happens when these lenses interact and influence our perception of self or what we think others perceive us to be. So with that being said, that is my take, and all the various definitions across the dictionary with survey and my definition of authenticity. If what I say resonates with you, I invite you to subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friend, your family, someone who would appreciate or maybe is exploring what authenticity means to them and what is authentic to them and what is not. So thank you so much and take care. Bye.